Yes, we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good
Good
evening,
morning.
all around the globe. It's so good to have you guys join us today. Hello, ladies. Good morning. Good morning from Australia. It's beautiful how global we are. We've got Maggie tuning in from Malawi. We've got Charlotte coming from California and Marta from Georgia, Adiola from Nigeria, Moi from Sydney, Australia, and myself from South Australia. Glory to God. Nice to meet you all, ladies. Hope you're all doing good. Yeah, welcome to all our viewers. It's Wednesday morning here in Australia, and today is our webinar day. Oh, I just said it's Wednesday morning. I have a guest. Yes.
Welcome.
She just got up. Today is webinar day, so if you've been following this business forum, it's the day where we come live, our webinar session to educate people who are interested in starting their online business on how to get started. So please do well to join that meeting. I'm sure you'll be seeing the post on our various pages after this session. So please do well to avail yourself so you can learn and get to know how to start your own business. Yeah, so today I've got people, moms and grandma from all walks of life. We have full-time stay-at-home moms, we have business moms, moms running traditional businesses alongside the digital one, and we have moms working full time and running this business. So we have a beautiful blend today. And I would like us to talk about overcoming mom's guilt, mom and business guilt while balancing 9 to 5 grind, without having a burnout, because that's one of the challenges, one of the frequently asked questions we get. How do I manage this business? Will I be able to manage the business alongside my job or alongside? I'm already a very busy mom. So I'm going to let Mwayi talk to us first about how to manage your time. So many people start the business, and when life when life challenges comes or work gets really hectic, feels like they want to give up. I want you to talk to them, advise them. How would they stay consistent without overcommitting? How would they
Thank
manage that?
you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Catherine, for this opportunity, and welcome all. That question is very, very good and interesting. So most of us, like I'll talk for myself, I work full time, I'm an operations manager. My job is full on. And at the same time, I'm an online successful business mentor. I've got mentees, So the way I do it, first of all, when things get tougher, even the business or work, I ask myself, why did I start the business? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Because if you start without a vision, then you will crumble, you will fall. The Bible is clear: where there's no vision, people perish. So why did you start the business? Have your vision board, or if work is it's hectic, you ask, you've got a boss, you've got a supervisor who helps you to, to make your job lighter, easier for you, guide you, because they've been in the in the workplace for a long time. So they guide you to help you so that you don't burn out at work. That's the same way in our business here. You're not alone. We've got mentors, we've got coaches, and then we've got community at large that help you. When you start the business, you feel like giving up. We say, put things, we are usually asked you to be consistent, like prioritize 10 to 15 minutes. 20 minutes that you have, it's better than an hour that you don't have, according to our mentor. Telly tells us that. And it does work. Focus on the 15 minutes. If you feel 1 hour, you cannot do 1 hour, 2 hours, that's okay. 20 minutes, you can achieve a lot. In the morning, like what I do when I wake up, I know what I need to do. I do my Bible study, I pray. And then after that, I, check my business inquiries and everything else. That's what I've done. All right. So I know the day gets busier. When I go to work, it's a different ballgame. By the time I get back from work, I have to cook. I'm a mom. I've got kids. I need to help them with the homework. My best time is in the morning. Also, it's better to know what's your best time of the day. Is it in the morning? Is it in the afternoon? Others, when the kids are going to school, if you're home, stay mom. Or is it in the evening when everyone else goes to bed? At night, I'm tired. I want to go to bed. But in the morning, when I wake up around 5, I'm ready to go. And I know that I've achieved the day. Giving up when you start the business, it's not an option because this is your empire. You've become the CEO. There are a lot of people who are looking upon you, yourself, your family, your children. If you want to prioritize work, yeah, yes, well and good. But remember, you are making someone else rich. Anytime they can let you go. So hold on to your future, hold on to your business that it's gonna give you the dreams and everything that you've been dreaming for, because 9 to 5 cannot help you to achieve all your dreams. So do not give up. Your why has to be strong. Why did you start? There's a reason why. Maybe you burn out at work. You cannot even afford to go home, visit your family. You can't spend that quality time with your beloved ones. That's why you start on a side hustle. So why do you want to give it up now? Remember, when you start that side hustle, you don't need to compare with anybody. You are in your own lane. Learn what others know, and how are they succeeding. Reach out to that person. The beautiful part about our business, everyone is there to support you. And there's a lot of people who are ready to answer if you doubt yourself. So if there's someone watching us running the business, or you are planning to start and joining us, this is what you do. You get a mentor, you get a coach, and then you've got a community at large, over 250,000 people that they're there to support you. And we've got the training, worldwide training, video-based training, that you can do this at your own pace. 15 minutes a day, it's a lot than you just sitting doing nothing. Thank you, Kath.
Thank you so much, Mwai. Guys, you've heard from Mwai. She's an HR and she's running this business full time. The key to staying consistent is staying attached. Keep your eyes on your why. That will help you to stay consistent. Over to you, Charlotte. I know you're a full-time mom. You run two digital businesses. Amazing. Yes. You're a small but mighty woman. Now, talk to us, right, as a mom and a business owner, right?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
you've got deliveries, you've got the business that you fulfill yourself, right?
Mhm.
And then you've got this one.
Mhm.
Let's assume you have an important business event, and at
Mhm.
the same time you have your personal or family commitments. How do you make that decision, and what factors are you going to consider?
Yeah, no, thank you so much, Kathy. That's a very good question. I mean, like Maya was saying, life is busy and it's really going to be all about prioritizing. Where are you putting your priorities? Right now, yeah, I have over 50 orders to package this morning, but I know this is how I work here. Showing up here is very as much as important as well to me and to my business. And so I had to make sure I set this time apart to come and show up here to be able to be present for my business here. And so it's really amazing. Because being a mom, a stay-at-home mom, working from home, it is very challenging. But that's where it's important when you're choosing a business. You have to know which business you're choosing and how it fits in your schedule. And that's why I say this business was a very great, perfect fit for me, because one of the things, like you're saying, I have, let's say I have a work engagement, but I also have a family engagement that I'm supposed to be, attending to. Those are two big clashes right there, because my family comes first, right? But also at the same time, I want to be there for my business. And now that's where I would say choose a business that fits in your schedule. And I like our business because our business, our community, records everything, literally everything. So if we have a training that I'm supposed to be present at, or an event but I can't make it, it's going to be recorded, because it's an online business. It's going to be recorded, and they're going to share a link with me, and I can catch up later. So instead of having that mom guilt or parent guilt, oh my gosh, I was supposed to be there at my kids, if school event, but now I have this business event clashing. Now I'm able to actually come later in the evening after putting my kids to sleep, and I'm able to catch up on my business event and be able to attend, and I won't miss anything. At the end of the day, I haven't missed anything. I've been able to be there for my family, but I'm also able to be there for my business. So that's where I found this business really perfect, because many times with other businesses, either you attend or not, and sometimes they'll even intentionally not record things because they want you to be physically there. But the truth, not everyone can really be there all the time, especially if you guys, like why you have a 9 to 5, you're not going to be able to be present with other events that are happening in your business. But that's where the beauty of our recordings come up, and I'm able to come back a week later, 2 days later, a night of, and be able to watch and catch up with my business, and I'll be at par with everyone that was able to attend physically. So that's the beauty. And that's why I would say, if you have a busy schedule like many of us, go for a business like this that is flexible, that allows you to do you, but also gives you room to come back and catch up with your business and not to be left behind. So that's what I would say. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you so much, Charlotte. That was beautifully said. Adiola, I want you to talk to us about having a very long, draining day, because I know you have had a long day today. Talk to us. How do you navigate? Like, this meeting was already scheduled to happen. What keeps you going? What's that fuel? How do you manage your traditional business, your digital business, your family, and still be able to be you without having a burnout?
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so the first thing I do is to breathe. I breathe. Because at times it
Very
can be,
important.
yes, truth be told, at times it can be overwhelming. In fact, before we started the program, my baby was crying, so I'm like, oh my god, at this time, so the first thing I do in the midst of the chaos and everything, I breathe. And then also I thank God for automation. That is the beauty of our business. So because of that automation, I'm able to, there are some things that the business side has taken care of that I don't want have to worry about. And then Charlotte was saying something about prioritizing. I do that a lot. Like, okay, I know when the children are going to school. I know when I have to attend to my traditional business. I know when to attend to my digital business. At times it tends to clash. And so what I do is that, okay, at this time, what is the most important? Which one will have the most which one will be most affected if I don't treat it this way, if I don't treat it now? And so I attend to that first. Like I said, it can be overwhelming. And then, but also I'm trying to get into a routine, the savers routine, that what you do early in the morning, use the silence, affirmation, visualization. It's an exercise, that it helps you to set the tone for the morning. One thing I noticed, that I did it and then I left it, but I want to go back to it again. But I noticed that when I was doing that exercise, it helped me mentally. It made me more productive and more because when I'm silent, I begin to, like, everything is calm, and then I think about, okay, what am I going to do today? It helps me to put in, it helps me to itemize things I want to do, because I scribble, I write, so that, okay, today this is what is very important for you to do. So it helps me. So I want to say that as moms, we have a lot of things we wear different hats. We should have a routine. I know there are times that the routine will not work, but when you have a routine, it makes it very easy for you to, like, okay, because you know that, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Because at times, if you don't have a routine and just wake up, everything is just, you are just all over the place, and at the end of the day, you're going to be overwhelmed and you will not get as much done as possible. So I would say breathe, have a routine. The ones that you cannot do, there are some that you can leave. It will not, like they will say that housework is forever. Then do the ones that are very important and leave the ones you
Yeah.
cannot do. And then for your business, to know when, like now I'm running my business. Thankfully, the kids are in bed, and then I work in the night, and then in the morning when they've gone to school, I tend to like sleep a little more, then do some of my traditional business, do my digital business. And I have a routine, and that also helps me. So as mom, it's very important that we have routine, and also it's very important that we take breaks. Take breaks in between, because the 24 hours at times will look as if it's not enough, and if you're not careful, you're going to burn out. So in between your busy schedule, try to, even if it's just to sit down for 5 minutes, have a cup of
Yeah.
water at the very least, and just breathe. It helps you to be less agitated, it helps you to be relaxed, and then it also energizes you for the next task. So that's what that's what I do basically.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, Adiola. Yes, like you said, and Charlotte said, find a business that fits you, that fits your situation. You know, this business works perfectly for me. I wake up very early. I wanted to get, when I was going to bed last night, I felt, oh, I didn't do much in my business because I just returned from a trip and I was trying to put the house in order. And I said to myself, okay, not to flog yourself. There are days you do so much, there are days you will not be present, but it's absolutely fine. I planned to wake up earlier to get back to business inquiries, which was what I did for the first 1 hour of my morning before this live session started. Now, by the time we're done, the kids will be waking up, and I have done a major part of my business already. So learn what works for you. We are not magicians, and we're not trying to make it look rosy. That's why Adeola said it is actually overwhelming. Like every other job, being a full-time mom is a full-time job, trust me. So it is not, we don't have more hours, neither do we have less responsibilities. We have just learned to integrate our businesses and our family and jobs to marry themselves, so that it works better for us. Martha, I can see your baby. Yes, I know
Yes,
you're,
welcome.
yeah. Yeah, so imagine you have a very tight deadline at work, Martha,
Mhm.
because I know you're working, and at the same time you have a major opportunity in your business. What would you prioritize, or how would you try? Will you abandon your job, the deadline? Will you be less productive at work, or will you miss out on that business opportunity? I know it's a bit tricky, but yes,
I
let's hear
know.
what you would do.
Yeah, so thank you so much for the great opportunity to respond
Your
to
bosses might be watching.
that. Oh my goodness, please don't scare me. Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead, I'm
So
just teasing.
I know. All right. So, okay. I think we have said so many things here. I appreciate
Mm,
whatever everyone was saying, but I want to come and agree with what Mumwai was saying about it's all about long term impact, right? If the business opportunity aligns with your future goals significantly, it may deserve priority. That's my take, right?
yeah,
Because at the end of the day, when we think about it, we all have goals. And
true.
we end up working for other people, achieving those goals on their behalf, helping them, you know? So we all need to have that priority in our minds to say, what am I looking for? Yeah, it's possible. You can work two, three, four, five jobs or whatever you want. But at the end of the day, we are, as people, we are growing up, we have responsibilities. Our energy is not going to be the same in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, right?
True.
So you have to prioritize what is it that is important. I'm looking at it in a long-term impact. That's the only part that I'm going to respond. There are so many things that I can talk about,
Mm,
about maybe delegating or maybe time blocking, all that. But in real sense, what are we looking at as what we are doing here? Are we doing this just partially, or we are looking at the long term to say, at the end of the day, I want to become a job quitter one day,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
there's no way I can be working for somebody for the rest of my life. I want to create something that also myself, I'll be creating jobs that I'll be able to hire other people as well. So I'm only looking at it in that context, because yeah, as people we have goals, but what are those goals? What are we looking at? We are coming here preaching, sharing the information about the business, but at the end of the day, we are also going to work. It's not wrong to go to work. It is important because it is all working hand in hand. But whatever we are doing, we should always look at the goals that we have. What are those goals and what impact are we looking at? So, in a nutshell, that's what I can say right now. Thank you so much for the
Thank
opportunity.
you so much, Martha. Indeed, what are your goals? What are your goals for 5 years' time? What are your 10 years' time goals? Keep your eyes focused on your goals. You see, we spend so much time building other people's dreams. Do you have a dream? Well, thank you. You answered that question very well. What are your dreams? Yes, because you will now decide what's to prioritize.
Mm,
Nobody is saying take your job less seriously, but be mindful at all times that when you wake up every day and spend 12, 16 hours at work, you're meeting somebody else's goals. What
mm,
about yours?
mm.
Thank you so much. Maggie, it's so amazing. It's so good to have you here. We have Maggie, who is she's a mom, she's a grandma, and running this business full time all the way from Malawi. Ma, you're so unique. We hardly see people, we have a few, not too many people running this business from Africa. So I dare say you are unique to be doing all of this. You're wearing so many hats. If you are complaining, I can imagine. Please give us from your wealth of wisdom, right? How do you marry being a mom, being a grandma, and running your business? How do you marry all of this to make sure you don't have burnouts? You're muted.
Sorry for that.
That's
Thank you
okay.
so much, my sister, for that question. And yeah, as I've said, to run this business as a grandmother, and more especially from Africa. And yeah, it is somehow a challenge, but I take this as an opportunity for me that I got to know this amazing business. Yeah, so to respond to the question that you have asked me, I will take you back to my why
Yeah.
I joined this business. You know, when I was working as a civil servant back then, I used to leave my children with a small nun, so somebody who was almost the same age with my children. And when I came back from work, it was chaos. I could find all of them dirty and nothing has worked. So that one got into me. I said, whenever I get a chance of being at home, I'll grab that opportunity. But it didn't come early until I retired. And then after retiring, I started getting grandbabies. And I said, no, not this time around, that I will not have a chance of experiencing quality time with my grandbabies.
Yeah.
And then one day, as I was perusing through, I found an ad of my mentor. I'm taking you from there just to make sure that those people that are watching us, they can see that it is never too late. Whether you
Sure.
are a grandmom or a mom of little babies, anyone can join this business. So I took that leap of faith. And I can tell you, my sisters and those viewers that are watching, that this business has taught me how to juggle and mix the caring of these grandbabies and doing my online business. You know, the moments that I plan to take videos without my grandbabies, I say, you stay there. But because they know that I'm taking pictures, without knowing, I take videos together with them. Not that I planned, but because they are so interested and they would want to do
Yeah.
this. So I'm saying, what kind of business can allow you to have your family members involved?
Yeah.
To have your little ones together working, doing this thing that can give you results at the end of it all. And I'm like, this is a beautiful thing that I'm doing. So to
Yeah.
answer your question, that how do I juggle with my grandbabies or with the workload as a stay-at-home mom, it just works together without any problems or struggle. It fixes itself. That's the good part of this online business.
Yes. Yeah.
So, in short, I can say that.
Yeah, thank you so much, Maggie. Indeed, everything just happens naturally because as a mother, your natural instincts will always lead you to the right path. And like Maggie has said, this business has no age barrier. It has no location barrier. It has you don't require experience. We will train you. In saying that, please do well to watch our webinar today. It's a live session. You get all your questions answered live. So yes, feel free to watch the webinar on any of our websites, as you can see. And if you don't have the details, reach out to us and we'll be happy to make available the details to watch the webinar. All right, ladies, thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next week, it's bye from all of us. Thank you.